What's up, everybody? Welcome back for some Terraria Calamity. So let's jump back in. Last time, we were fighting against the, sandworm boss, Shai-Hulud. I forget his actual name, but we got to continue trying that. We should get a prediction going here. I'll spin one up. Do we rinse Shai-Hulud in, let's say, 2 attempts? 2 attempts, chat. I'll give you guys 2 minutes on the clock. Do we get him in 2 attempts? Yeah, Desert Spoon or whatever his name was. So, I don't think, as far as preparations go, I have the thing to summon him because it's not consumable. I could try to make some more potions before we do it. Fighting at night versus fighting in the day kind of doesn't matter that much to me. Get in on the prediction, everybody. Get in on the prediction. Do we beat the boss in the first 2 tries? You can jump straight to it, potions at the ready, arena prep, Jorkin finished, and tissues tossed out. You know it. I don't know if I actually give a shit about having more potions. Like, what's it gonna take to get more iron skin potions? I believe if you set a dash button. Why do you need dash to be a button? All the orphanage savings on doubt. It confuses me why you need dash to be a button so bad. You think you can zoom in on your character for like 5 seconds and some lighting? Sure. Looking dripped. My little eyeball. Gumdrop buttons. I feel like I'm used to doing the double tap. Yeah, there are blood orbs in this. Do I have that many blood orbs though? I guess I could just repeatedly rinse like King Slime, right? To farm blood orbs. You get blood orbs from bosses, I think? Let's look into if I wanted to make an iron skin. So iron orb, blood orb. For this, do I need to put just a bottle of water in here to craft with this? They're from Blood Moon enemies? Oh, it's from Blood Moon. Oh, I was just wrong. You don't have to bother with a button. I beat the hardest difficulty in vanilla with double taps. You're fine. Yeah, I feel like as long as I'm able to dash, whatever, right? I only have 7 of them. I can make 1 this way. So I guess I would need to farm the Blood Moon realistically if I wanted to do it this. And yeah, Day Bloom. We have 22 Day Bloom. We don't have any of the ore though. Lead or iron. I also don't have bottled water. I feel like I need to put like a bucket of water in here. Or I need to... Do I have any bottles? I do. 52 bottles. Let's fill one of these with water. There's got to be water down here somewhere. I feel like there's been, water just pissing all over the place. Now, make a bottle of water. Yeah, I remember. Now, do you go in as a crafting station? Let's see. Yes, sir. But doesn't work for that. So you do need to just have bottles of water still. I feel like there's a way to have that isn't a crafting station. Okay, yeah. Is it... I'm trying to remember something from before, because like a bottle doesn't seem obviously like a crafting station either, but when you put it in here, it does enable recipes. Is it if you put a bucket full of water, or is it a sink? Is that it? A sink? One of them becomes like infinite water in the crafting station. Yeah, sink or bucket of water, something like that. Either works. Or chance a fountain, sink. We need a water bucket for it. So if we need a water bucket for it, then why make a sink? All right, just make a bucket. A 1 block deep, 2x2, wait, wrong game. You talking about fucking Tamervale again? All right. You make a bucket of water this way, or do you do this one differently? Got my Terraria? I don't think so. This? Yes, okay. All right, up and out this way. By the way, do I have money on me? A little bit. Now, sink. Still can't make one because you need a water bucket to craft with, but what about potions? Yep, it's covered. Nice. Covered. Okay, that works. That works. That works. That works. I think Hex is talking about mincemeat. What the hell? Pounding potion? Whoa. Equivalent of putting a puddle in your crafting room. Yeah. Hey, it does the trick, man. Does the trick. Now I just need some ore and I can make some iron skin potions. Because if we're going to do anything, iron skin is significant. It's 50% defense, roughly. That's a pretty big deal. Damn, I miss my glow sticks, chat. I wish I could somehow make those not come up on Smart Cursor to get, like, thrown away. We need lead or iron. That's tungsten. At least if we go out here to find some stuff, we get to listen to some bops. That's what we need. $12 lead ore. That's actually pretty good. We can look around for another, like, second and get some more. One of the best tracks in the game, easily. Probably my favorite, but hard to say for sure. I'm sure with Calamity, I'll have some new favorites, too. All right, and we're going rogue. We have this really fun, fast-throwing weapon. Love that. And put this above our head. Our slutty little head. I have so much fucking copper, dog. I'm never gonna need to use all this copper. Hallowed Underground is also great, yeah. Because it's very similar to this, isn't it? They just, like, make it a little gayer. Well, I guess that is generally better. Generally a synonym for better. This ore equals money. Sell, sell, sell. True. I don't care that much about money yet, though. Y'all are metagaming. Y'all are min-maxing. I'm not min-maxing. I'm just minning. All right, that feels like it's going to be enough ore to at least just stock us up on some potions. Yeah, Copper House is actually much more my style than farming it to sell it. Okay. Take me down here. Let's make some potions. Why? Oh, because I need to do the other one. Yes, sir. Why can I only make one? You only count as one bottle of water. Wait. Is it I can go... Yeah, okay, this is how it works. I can make a bunch of these. Don't make 50, make like 30. Okay. Iron. Here we go. Max it out. 22 of them, bro. Let's go. That's good. That's genuinely good. Glasgow real quick. Silly Danish laws try to stop me, Gamba. We do. It looks like people are still doubting me here in 2 attempts, which I think is a little ridiculous. If I have to be honest with you guys, I remember we got pretty close last time, so I think 2 attempts was honestly maybe too believer-centric. Hey, the merchant. Julienne fries, the companion cube, panda ears, chat hates pandas, red team block, red team platform, pho, fake unicorn horn, chalice. What do you go into? The combined station? Several crafting station. Oh. And the chalice is part of that. What? No, it's not. You have the mod that enables infinite versions of potions? I don't know. Gay is not a synonym for shitty? Yes, nice. That was a very 2000s thing. That I definitely did, by the way, chat. I'm not innocent in that. I definitely was 100% part of the, like, gay equals bad language train, and I'm embarrassed about it. I shouldn't have done that. But, you know, we gotta be honest about our mistakes, but I definitely did that shit a lot. Like, aw, bro, you can't do that move. That shit's gay. Come on, dude. Another page added to the docky. Yeah. It literally is just like, it just became bad. Hey, Janique, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. All right, let's get over here. Aaron, it wasn't a frowned upon thing then. No. And at the time, too, I remember if somebody would have been like, you're being homophobic, I would have been like, bro, it's different. I'm not saying like gay. I'm just saying like, that's gay, you know? Which is a shitty argument, even though there's something to be said about intent. I don't think it excuses it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, either way. Oh, you know what I should actually do before we try this again? Go get that thickness, bro. Go get that thickness. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all have not forgotten who I'm talking about. I want them thick thighs to save my lives. Squirrel. Can't turn predictions without using a VPN, even though it's technically not actual monetary currency. It is crazy. You're not cringing at your past self a little bit that you're not growing. It's true, right? You gotta go through that stuff. That came a bunch. I shared that video the other day of the singer of Cannibal Corpse talking about World of Warcraft. He's like a horde player, and he said a bunch of stuff. He said a bunch of stuff that like I'm not playing no homo alliance. You know, that kind of thing. He dropped the F slur at one point, and it was like, so that's how people talked then, you know? I'm not saying it's good at all, but it was like that. It sounded so genuine for that time. Dartard, yeah. Playing something. It's a lot of it's complicated. It's about the way the connotations develop. Language is an evolving thing, you know. Even with random, they kept saying some builder item is gay, so I intentionally used the bad thing. When they asked why, I said they said it was gay. That's good, right? Hell yeah. Hot take that we've gotten too soft if simple words mess us up. I see both sides of that argument. Because, you know, you could be like, idiot is a medical term that was originally used to describe people beneath a certain IQ. And it's like, sure, yeah, that's originally what it meant, but that's not how it's fucking used now. And same thing, if someone hatefully spews the N-word at somebody else, I think there's something to that, and there's good reason for us as a society to be like, no. You know? Oh, Vulture Banner would go crazy in here. We're subjugation, and that's why it's not okay. Same with racial and religious slurs, yeah. There's an Abigail flower left of the big tree. We don't use Abigail. She's for babies who do baby stuff. I'll be up more in the middle. Okay. Let's send it. Dude, as if it hurts somebody, don't use it. Literally no need. Yeah, that's pretty much. Although I think there's like, to Evil's point, there's like limits to that sometimes, you know, where like, because people can then take that to the extreme, you know? I don't know. You freaky little eyeballs now. There's connotation and intent, but put yourself in a negative category and see how do you feel about calling those things. Compassion is the correct path. 100%, yeah, because exactly, that's the big thing is intent is good for analysis, right? It's good to actually understand things. It's good for actually understanding things, but it's not balanced. It's not a symmetrical way to think about things because intent doesn't overwrite experience, right? Which is pretty much what you're saying, Malaquin. Same with Artard, yeah. Invented by the medical community. Previous terms where medical terms have been adopted. Cycle repeats. Yeah, and that's kind of just the way things are going to go sometimes. You got to be down for language to evolve, you know what I mean? 6-7. All right, let's take a run at this boss, chat. Immediately hit the head. Good Jamahe off rip though. Oop, immediately hit the head again. Just got to be down for this kind of conversation here and there. It's 100% important. Absolutely. Yeah, because I also think just blindly going to either side of any argument is not what you should do. If you want to be educated, look at the things and try to think about it and see it from different perspectives and give it an honest, holistic viewpoint, you know? Boss is gay. Bro, when the boss hits me with his face, it's so fucking gay. Just fucking kiss me or something, bro. All right. I was unsure of which direction to dodge there, and it hurt me big time. Oh! Try to save up for sneak attacks sometimes, too. That's what AGS the Wise told us to do. The single mother with 2 kids, it's the opposite of gay. There's definitely plenty of single mothers with 2 kids that are munching carpet like no other, bro. There are definitely gay single mothers with 2 kids. You need to get your head out of the damn sand. More hook usage would allow for easier dodging. Oh yeah, by the way, cookie jar is closed for boss attempts. Please do not give me any backseating or tips. It just makes me rage. Nice. All right. Huge. Nice. Oh, you bitch. Yes. Saw you coming from 10 million miles away. All right, you're dead. Come on. Come on. You're dead. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Easy peasy. Believers get paid. Easy peasy. Believers get paid. A sandstorm started. That happened right when I defeated the boss. That feels like it can't be a coincidence. The depths of the underground desert are rumbling. The desert wind is blowing furiously. All right, chat. We cleared some kind of phase. Something's happening underground. We should probably check out the underground desert again. Let's maybe kill this guy, pop home, and check out our treasure bag first. One gold. Nice, nice. Thank you, Choco. I appreciate it, buddy. I feel like we weren't seeing these antlions on the surface before. I guess it might just be a sandstorm thing. Maybe I should farm the sandstorm. It feels very easy right now, and I'm getting stuff. Oh, it's over? Okay, we farmed it. All right. Oh, I should have put the trophy back there, but nah, I'll just put all my trophies here. I'll put all my trophies here. Never doubted you once. Thank you, Beefy. Beefy always supports me. What a nice chatter. This concept for religious preachers are taught to preach in such a way that is made to annoy and be denied. So when the preacher is constantly rejected, they're made to feel like their religion and those that accept them are the only way they'll belong. I feel like part of the reason people reject LGBT stuff is because the teachers are seen as annoying and rejected purely based on its annoying nature. Maybe. That stuff happens sometimes. Anybody who follows American true crime news, I guess, would probably know about this story. Anybody here heard about Karen Reed? Karen Reed is a big thing in at least local Northeast news, and I think it went national as far as the news go. Let's look at our treasure bag, by the way. But long story short, woman was accused of killing her boyfriend, a cop. And I hadn't really heard of all the stuff of it, but I knew there was a lot of stuff that was like, free Karen Reed, she didn't do it. A lot of other people being like, no, she absolutely did it, yada, yada. When Leah and I were painting this room a couple weeks ago, we had the True Crime channel on HBO running, and we watched like one of the things that played was a whole documentary about the Karen Reed case. I'd never actually learned about the specifics before, and I learned about it this time. And my takeaway 100% was that she did not do it. She did not do it based on everything I personally saw in that. Obviously, I'm not a fucking forensic scientist or investigator, whatever. Just my take as a person with the facts I was given. But in my opinion, the only reason the whole thing had legs and so many people thought she did it is because she was kind of unlikable. She was a little mean, Karen's a little harsh, and she was a little like, kind of just like, I did not do this, step off. Was not playing up the like kissing up to the crowd, and literally like everybody online, just like everybody that's against it is effectively like, look at her, she's cold. Clearly she did it. And it's crazy. It just goes to show how much it is, like how much can be affected by literally just whether or not you are like likable. That matters more than facts in so many places. And yeah, by the way, I'll pay the believers. Big trophy wall is always nice, right? Sandstorm got scared, yeah. Alright, anyways. Whoa, a lot of stuff. Dashing creates a large poem with holy shit. Sandville, which damages enemies inside it. 15 seconds, dissipates early if you dash again. It slowly follows you and any player inside it gains defense and acceleration. Huh. Cool. Cover air while standing still underwater. That's fun. And I was trying to go to the ocean before, man. And this is an item that's specifically like, hey, you want to hang out in the ocean? Here you go. Now you can. That's awesome. Scepter, mana, explosive stream of sand. Cool. Falls after hitting an enemy. True melee damage, 24. Range 2 bolts for each hit, up to 10. Pressing right click will allow you to toss collected bolts at enemies. That sounds kind of fun. It feels like an upgrade, 12 versus 24, true melee. Why is everyone being mean to Darude? We all love Darude here. Come on, everyone loves Sandstorm on the planet. Starfish. Summons the aquatic scourge. What the helly? Ooh, you gotta click stuff, man. Shield of the Ocean. Increases defense by 5 when submerged in liquid. Liquid, not water. That could be honey. You could be drowning in bunny honey. Yeah, that looked like a new boss, rats. And I was just saying that I feel like we should be going to the ocean. It also seemed to me like the vast majority of... Yeah, I guess I don't know why I thought it would be different. All the bosses are going to be summons, pretty much. That's the way Terraria works. I was kind of expecting to go places and find bosses, but like, I don't know why. That's not how this game works. I just kind of want to fire you for science. I don't think I need burnt sienna anymore. I guess it gives you the healing projectiles, which is nice. I don't really need you actually on my bar. You can be open up the inventory and cast it when necessary, kind of jabron. Give me a ranged mana thing here. All your bunny are belong to us. Oh. Drains mana quick. Pretty good projectile, though. Thing's fucking yeeting. Jotunheim, chat. Okay, cool. This stuff is interesting. I guess let's try it. I want more accessory slots, man. I wonder if they're going to let us, like, combine more accessories or something, because it's just, like, I feel like I'm already so full up on accessory slots. I really don't need the Blast of Sparks, though. I've been keeping that around, and it's genuinely not that helpful. Whoa. Holy fuck. That's huge. That's a much bigger effect than I anticipated. There's the cooldown. Wow. Keep you around in case I need you to go underwater. Donut. Desert Scourge. Once, it was a majestic sea serpent that threatened none but the microscopic creatures it consumed. After Ilmeris was incinerated, we're getting proper nouns, it became familiar with the hunt. To survive, it quickly learned to seek greater prey. Unfortunately for the Scourge, it seems that it too was prey in the end. After all, there is always a bigger fish in the sea. I am not bigger than that creature. Training dummy? I don't care that much. To be real, I just don't care that much. Okay, let's put our iron skin potions away for now so we don't stupidly use them outside of a boss fight. Deposit everything else. Put our hold away. Now we want to think of what we're going to do next. We have this to go check out the ocean. Maybe that's what we do. We go peek around in the ocean. We know we could craft that item. We know we could craft the boss summon, but I don't want to do it quite yet. Toxic downpour falls over the wasteland seas. We also have Beneath the Desert to check out. Let's take a peek here at boss checklist and see what it thinks we should do next. It's saying we haven't fought the giant clam. Giant clam kind of sounds like it's that thing. Because I suspect it is. Hold on. It's a mini boss. Spawns naturally underwater. Okay. So yeah, we gotta just go explore the ocean. It is nighttime, though. I think I'd probably prefer to begin this journey during the day. Could we make a clock watch to know what time it is? What do you take? Why can I not make this? It requires a table and a chair. Can I put a chair in here as a crafting station? No. Because this doesn't count as a table? Yay! Nice! I'm just gonna make a platinum so it tells time good. Whatever, we can get more platinum. Oh, see, it's almost daytime. Look at that. The thunder is dramatic. Here's facing the right way in the UI, yeah? It's appropriate. And the time's good, because it's almost daytime, so I'm glad we picked up the time. Whoops. Sorry, everybody. Sorry. Chad, I weirdly like our anthill. I think it's partially just the principle of how whenever you build something in a survival crafter, it becomes home. But I think our anthill is actually kind of sick. I think it's genuinely kind of fucking sick. All right, I got 2 bars saved up. Chat loves when I do this, when I carry around a ton of stuff. I personally do think it's good, though. Because you don't find yourself running home for no reason, you know? Short form boss farming, yay or nay? No. Not right now, at least. Maybe at some point, if I feel I need to farm the bosses, I will. But for right now, I'm just going to keep it moving. And then I'll probably be underpowered and have to go back and boss farm. I organize my inventory differently, but I do the exact same thing. Carry around like a bunch of crap, yeah. Part of them. Oh, yeah. Also, I wanted to read this message. Part of the problem with that is those who think they're aware of that go in the opposite direction. Assume those who are likable must be guilty because only psychopaths can be charismatic. Yeah, true. The capping. Want to use a game maybe to do intro to Thunderstruck when there's a thunderstorm in lieu of the actual thunder noise? Hell yeah. All right, take me up and over here. Whoops. Whoops. Heal me, because why not? We are going to have to make more health potions soon, though. Also, here's our whatchamacallit, our tundra biome. Although, actually, I'm probably not going to try to do, like, a big build in this playthrough. Maybe I will a bit. I do like building in this game. It's a lot of fun. Or maybe I'll do some, but I kind of want to save my, like, build a giant castle juice for the community server. You know, so I can contribute to that one more directly, because in the past, I haven't really played on the Terraria community servers. because I didn't want to like get spoiled and stuff. And this time I want to, you know? So I might save my big build effort for that. But yeah, I could build some like little huts and stuff. Like on my master mode playthrough, I like did some fun but not giant builds. I'll probably try to do something like that again. Just for the creative juices now and then. I just have to not build with like that like corrupted stone again immediately. That like corrupted my whole base. Yeah, small little builds across the towns. I think that's a good idea. I agree, Rats. Wait, no, not you. I did hear that that's a significant boss, though. The mods were saying that might be a point where we want to start the community server after I've beaten that, like, you know, Punk for Raider boss or whatever. Which, I don't know. I feel like that's, like, we can get him, like, today. Right? This is only episode 1 of the day, chat. It's 4:20, by the way. Look at this. It's the little forest biome that could. We play the Minecraft community event. We reveal the castle and focus all my efforts in the mass-producing food. If that's solved, just gather a ton of resources. Hell yeah. Weirdly enough, while I like building and the designing part of it, I also am the kind of gamer where I very much enjoy farming large amounts of resources in games. And the only reason, if I were to play Terraria off-stream, chat, I would spend a lot more of the early game just farming up large amounts of the mats because it's fun. And I won't do that here because people would bitch. Basically. People will be like, you have enough. You can just make this thing go beat the next boss, you know? Which is fair. But, like, that's just... I'm generally a player of excess in survival crafters. I love to build up massive stores of things. I think we have to go land seahorse. Yeah, it reminds me of the ulcerated trees, free spirits from Elden Ring. Java, we can make fully automatic wooden cobble farms. Oh, let's go. I'm 1000% a stockpiler. It's fun. I just like watching my stockpile grow, man. I just like watching my stockpile grow. Because, yeah, I don't know. I don't need to rush progression in these games. I refer to this a lot. I think about this a lot for whatever reason, chat. But I did... My stepdad was like a handyman, kind of general contractor type guy. And also, these crocs are fucking tanky. He was like a handyman, general contractor type guy, and lots of like summers and weekends and stuff as a kid, I would occasionally like work with him and do jobs with him to like earn some, you know, money, as well as to just like help him out and stuff. And the one that I remember the most fondly, was a demolition job in this like beautiful Victorian manor in like the woods in Massachusetts. Like I'm talking old money housing. Like, you know, one of those grand foyers with a big staircase that's split in both directions going up the middle. All like fine hardwood, you know? House so old and expensive that the people who lived there lived off the equity of the house. They didn't have to have jobs because their house was so valuable. That's the situation. We were in there to do a demolition job on like the old servants' quarters, which was a less nice portion of the house, but still pretty beautiful because it was in this old manor. And there were parts of the demolition that were fun and stuff in the sense of, like, we got to sling a sledgehammer at walls and shit. And that was fun in the way you'd expect as, like, a silly, you know, just doing that stuff. But the part of the job that I think back to, that I weirdly really enjoyed and I think says something about me as a person that I feel like I need to tap into to find the careers that suit me best. My stepdad gave me an incredibly menial task. He gave me a very menial but important task, which was after we'd bashed through the drywall, I had to go around and pull all of the nails out of the wall. Just using a claw hammer. One by one, just pull the nails out of all the studs. And because of the way the house had been built, I don't even think it was drywall, actually. It was boards that we broke through that had all been nailed in. There were like dozens and dozens of nails per stud. You know what I mean? Thousands of nails around this place. Tons and tons of nails. And he gave me this big gray bucket and the hammer, and he was like, get going. You know? And weirdly, that job fucking rocked. I remember how satisfying it was working my way around that space, pulling the nails out one by one, and just watching the pile in that bucket grow. And by the end of the day, I had like this big bucket just like fucking full of nails. And I felt so fulfilled and accomplished for such a tiny, simple task. And it's just, I don't know, I think there's something in my psyche where I just love that like stockpiling thing. I liked the satisfaction of repeating the thing and just watching my stores grow. You know, watching my nail bucket accrue. That was like something, and once again, it's a random memory, but it is like genuinely stuck with me. Rage room you get paid to enjoy. Yeah, it is tiring. I remember the like sledgehammer being fun and then getting very tiring. Number get bigger, bucket get fuller. Yeah, it's very much so a similar thing. All right, get going, get going. This feels kind of not worth our time, but it's kind of therapeutic. Because they can't hit me. Automating self-fueling smelteries. Hey, what's up, Cooper? My LGS is Hobbit MTG local game shop. Their 2 loader functional replica pipes are up for raffle. Oh shit, let's go. Nemo has like a, not a replica loader pipe, but like a Gandalf-ass looking pipe. Remember those pictures of my Survivor World I posted in the Discord? Yeah, it was all me to travel, scout, and bring materials back. Damn, dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. Feel like rushing to our progression feels like a disservice to the point of the game. So many cool things to find, and since everything is drop chance, basically easy to miss. Just my view. Yeah, and ultimately, we're going to end up taking our time just because I like fucking about. But I just meant to say that I would be going even slower if I wasn't trying to keep some kind of like content mind. You know, but you have to know... There is like, everybody's like, well, you should just do whatever's fun for streaming. And it's like, sure, but like, you should have some kind of mind. Like, let's keep things going. You know, people are watching. I'm going to swap you for the water breathing one for right now. Whew. Best way to treat your autistic loved ones, give them jobs like this? Yeah, maybe it's just some latent autism, Chad. I don't know. Trashies. Liked wiring the outlets for a house renovation. Ooh, yeah, small, complex tasks. Setting up gatherings, I didn't feel like I was creative enough for the builds themselves. Now I like both. I feel like one of the nicest things about builds in survival crafters in terms of creativity is they're incredibly friendly when it comes to like iteration. You know, you don't have to get it right the first time. All you need to do is be willing to make something, look back and say, is this good? If the answer is yes, leave it. If the answer is no, change it. You know, and I feel like then all of a sudden you'll find yourself being what other people consider good at building because you've just iterated on that process over and over again, you know? At least me personally, I feel that way about a lot of creative stuff. Like last night we did the studio stream. Connor and I specifically were like, let's try to do a stream where we write a song with no previous riffs or ideas. We just go and totally like, no ideas, come up with something live and try and figure it out. And it was sort of the same sort of thing where I feel like when I'm writing a song a lot of the time, the initial ideas are more just seeding the field than anything, you know? You're kind of just poking and prodding and seeing what comes out. You're kind of poking and prodding and seeing what you come up with, and it's almost more like, yes, you're coming up with it, but you're playing sort of at random, and as you come up with stuff you're like, you're more just identifying things that you think sound good, and then sticking with them, and working on them, and you know? Yep. Find balance when you're streaming in it. Yeah, exactly. That stream as soon as nice, actually. Wait, what does that mean? Is that because my initial experience with Minecraft was in a server with friends, and I always felt their ideas were better than mine? That's fair. Why aren't you using your new weapons? I don't know. Bother you? Hey, welcome back, Mira. I was wondering where that scamp was hiding. Look at this, chat. We stand still now. We get air back. That's so fun, man. What hurt me? That's a really good mechanic. That's a really good mechanic. That's like Metroidvania progress, chat. What is hitting me? Holy shit. Actual question? No, not yet. Not yet. I think it might have been the bubbles. Maybe those bubbles were like popping and doing damage. They just looked like such a background element to me. Let's drop stuff off. What do I have? We got a diving helmet. Sends underwater breathing. Moderately reduces breath loss in the abyss. What the fuck is the abyss? Sounds like it could be good. Stress pills, adrenaline, movement speed, and acceleration. I can swap that for better diving right now. Wait, why not? Oh, you're actually a helmet straight up. But then I lose my set bonus. Then I lose my set bonus. Although I'm never using my set bonus. Whoa. Don't worry about the abyss. We don't talk about the abyss. They figured out already before. It was guilt. Guilt was hitting you. Damn, yeah. I forgot, AGS. I believe you, but unfortunately I'm dumb and forgetful. Damage, and that was causing your health to drop. Glad to be of help. Yeah. Chad, is there basically any non-BM way to say hope that helps on the internet now? Because as far as I can see, whenever somebody says hope that helps, they're pretty much being a cunt. I feel like maybe I've said it at some point, not trying to be a cunt. There are ways, yeah, but it has to be finessed, you know? It's pretty easy to be rude about it. Huge. Hope that helps. Anytime you use a hope that helps, it's genuine. Yeah, I think once again, context is important here. Context is important here. I feel like I'm thinking of like online discourse when somebody says something and somebody else really patronizingly corrects them and says hope that helps at the end. You know? But yes, you're right. In plenty of common situations, there are ways you could say it, I guess. I hope that helps. It's facetiousness. Thank you, Hank, being the good counterexample. Sure, hope that helps, yeah. Which is worse, the okay or hope that helps, yeah. Game is fighting someone ranked, getting a ping from Discord. The person saying GG. That was close. What did I saw? I saw some more discourse about this, like things people say online that are just such PM. One of them was hope that helps. Another one was okay, I'll say this slowly, ellipses. And then they just type normally after that. That one's huge, BM. You're... Huge. Alright. Also, let's set up some fucking torches on the run back here. Gnome. Remember the first server? Do we ever figure out who was putting gnomes all over that first Terraria server we had, chat? Somebody was gnoming our shit up night and day. There were gnomes, like, actually fucking everywhere. I guess it could have been more than one perpetrator. The gnome person. Yeah, I don't remember if anyone actually ever outed themselves as the person who did the gnomes. The gnomes were just doing it on their own. For anyone who wasn't around for that, it pretty much is self-explanatory. There were mysterious gnomes appearing everywhere, covering everything on the Terraria Calamity server. The fucking tumbleweeds are after me, bro. Not like this. Turned out to be Hex, was it? Was it John Gnome 1267? Maybe. What time is it? It's only 10:40 p.m. Maybe we just get some ore. Rather than run back in the dead of night. You know? Swap this back. Swap this back. Raise Hex to that pedestal so I make stuff up. Yeah, okay, fair. That's good. An update in Gizmos that randomly spawns gnome statues. Alright, I'm just gonna do some elevator digging. Digging up them holes, digging. Digging up them holes, digging. Cookie, 2 birds, here's a stone. I would love a cookie right now. I was really surprised. I got Domino's pizza for the first time in years last night, chat. And I was genuinely pretty pleased with how it was. I remember Domino's being pretty ass, pretty unadulterated, actual, you know, butt cheeks built for clapping. But last night got Domino's and it hit. And to be fair, I was like 6 beers deep or whatever, but still, man. Can you... Beep, beep. Cookie, do I actually want to take your cookie? I don't know. The bread bites were good. The bread bites were good, but Little Caesars free feeds the proletariat. Yeah, it's definitely not the best. Definitely not the best pizza. Yeah, tipsy, starving, eating out of your home. Yeah. It was... I've always thought of Domino's as just like, yeah, simply not the best pizza, but it was definitely better than I remembered, at the very least. Phoebe, you try to actually give me a cookie? I gotta go toilet away at some dinner, do boring content. I don't have that in me, evil. Sure. Go ahead. As always, no promises that I'll listen. I'm trying to use the thing Stripe told me to use and I was dying. Okay. Thanks for that one, Stripe. Oh, your 4 weapon's pretty good. You explore into the desert and hopefully while doing so find a conch to get to the ocean easier. True? You're welcome. True, true, true. That's a possibility. We could think about that. I could stir a little bit of that into my tomato soup. I do have to consider how much it would please you though, Beefy. Not oh, my kit. I have rope on me, right? Yeah, 2,900 of it. I feel like I didn't use rope a ton in some previous playthroughs, but in this one, rope, man, going crazy. There's some sawdust into those Rice Krispies. Hi, comrade. There a reason you're fucking me? The grass? I always put torches in the wrong spot. The delectable smoky undertone. Please go away. Alright, we're getting close to hell. The wall's changing to like hell wall. Let's view the map too. Yeah, we're pretty deep. That nice elevator, chat. Straight as an arrow. Oh yeah, and we still have this lab to check out more over here too, which is also under the desert for what it's worth. Not like the look of all this. All right, just about there. You using the easy W? Thank you. You didn't get one of my favorite weapons from the boss? F, yeah, no, but thank you. It was a fun fight. We got him first try today. Give me my money. Another regen man, flaming arrows, archery potion, recall potion. Kind of just hot garbage, chat, if we're going to be real. Picked up a geyser. Ooh. Okay. New mindset hitting different, yeah. You're not like, yeah, you can't like build dirt down into the lava. Let's just do this for right now and we'll figure it out in a minute. I'll maybe drown it from, or maybe drain it. Like the swamp that it is. Okay, it's 4:40 a.m. by the way. Gem tree there. Look around a little bit, see where this goes. Riding one of these with a Spelunker potion on would go crazy. Or goes far. We're going through lava though. Ooh, what's this? Looks like a totally separate thing from this, but it looks like something, chat. This is not vanilla Terraria, whatever that is. Hey, remember which class you play? Science? AP Calc? Believe vanilla, you got super unlucky. The funny thing is, I would believe. Aged laboratory display. Lab seeking mechanism pinpoints the power course. It's a material. Whoa. Yellow, white, red, onyx, lab, green, cyan. Deep below the desert, lab within the jungle. Oh, and they have charge amounts? Interesting. Oh, whoops, I didn't take it all. Take all the stuff. Circuitry, healing potion, dubious plating. Hey, that's a minecart, chat. Drain the swamp, as the kids say. The new 6-7 after all. Go down. Woo. Should handle some of the lava too. Come on. Ooh. Nice. Curious to see how much it drains. A lot of water. She said. Says before with this mod will give you places to go. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. And it seems like so far, I feel like I'm discovering a lot of new stuff to do naturally. It's taking some time because the scope of the game is big and the scope of the mod is even bigger. You know, but it feels like I am sort of just naturally by clicking around and doing stuff. I'm getting there. I'm seeing the things. We're doing the stuff. Try to get back up in there. Want to check out that mine track that now that it's maybe not totally flooded. Yeah, Stripe. Weapon seems okay, but it runs out of mana so fast. Graydon is my wife. Yeah, you still got a Guma though, right? What a rip. Ooh, is the water going to be able to make it around the U-bend? What's the physics here? Is that a weapon or mana issue? Doesn't matter. All that matters is that it's an issue. This is still part of this. Look, it looks the same. This is more of that same lab biome, this like underground crystal water cavern shit. Jelly. Ow. Don't pick up the drops from the enemy. Chat will hate that. Yep, not even close. The music. Huh. Wonder what that item's for. No, we're out of the cool zone now. Yeah, this track's ripping. Oh, one of those places. The, like, granite cavern or whatever? Ow, ow, ow! Whew. Yep, granite, okay. Don't you like to gather stuff? Oh, wait, never mind. Hey, and there's the underground jungle. We probably should actually set up our own minecart operations this time. I never do that. And it feels like it would be good. To do. Drain this swamp so it's not danger at the very end. Idea hard it is to stay away from PC while listening in. Oh no, Evil. Well, hey, I'm glad you're enjoying it at least, buddy. Thank you for being here. Alright, there we go. This is good. Now dig a hole for it to fall into. So yeah, can you just fill this space over here? What's down here? Nothing? Perfect. Go in there. Back, be careful. It has been full for a while? Oh shit, yeah, look at that. I burn the fruit, it'll be your fault. You can take it to the compliment? I will, honestly. Look at that excellent draining we did, chat. That's someone who's drained a swamp or two in his day. Give me that. Give me all your rubies. Oh no, I can't take the rubies because I'm full, man. A wise man once told me your inventory's full. Shit, I can't get the platinum ore either? I don't need a fucking geyser. The hell off of there. I don't need one block of sand instead of literal rubies. All right, maybe we just go back up to the surface. It's daytime anyways. This was good exploration down here. Bunch more of the map unveiled. Different biomes. Granite. Okay. The block of sand was integral. No. Okay. Take me back down here. Is there anything I actually need instantly here from you? USHPC. That's a lot of magic damage. Snail speed consumes souls as ammo. Orbs of unstable concentrated soul power? How do we get souls? There is currently no soul type ejected into the weapon. What the fuck? Eject the currently loaded soul? It has lore? Oh my god. Oh my god. Those soul-powered machines were a near failure. Potential remained in souls as a form of fuel. To avoid my last experiment's main flaw, the soul-harnessing plasma cannon was designed to expel souls as projectiles before they exert control over the weapon. Each soul type appears to react differently to the base plasma. Yet, lacking volunteers, obtaining potential ammunition is currently too difficult to undergo further testing. A shame, for the weapon that could have practically unlimited ammunition in the battlefield. Perhaps someday its potential could be truly tested. Kill the humans? Wait, no, that's Undertale? Yeah, Undertale type shit. Pretty interesting, man. Where's the Mithril Anvil? Plasma drive core. There's a lot of stuff, man. So much stuff to consider. Life Force Potion seems sweet. That's a good pickup. I wonder what those jellies would have dropped, chat. Shame they didn't drop anything. Sulfuric skies begin to clear. Put away our gold. Another 5 gold. How are our gold stores looking, by the way? 34G? That's not that bad. Right? We're starting to get some money in the bank. That's like one thing from the Goblin Tinkerer. I should get like a fucking piggy bank to go with me here. Crunch, you're trying too hard? Okay, my bad, Stripe. It's daytime. Let's try going back to the beach now. We did a little underground exploring. Let's go in the other direction. Beach me, like a whale. Actually rip those. We can get more items from the jellies. They had a 100% drop rate from the jellies, chat. Oh. Stuff? Come on. I literally jumped right into his face. I really thought the DPS was going to be better. What? Isn't it for real like 2% for that? That's engagement bait, chat. Don't reply to that. All right, take me up and over. Enemies deal contact damage. They shouldn't. If you walk into an enemy IRL, there's no such thing as contact damage, bro. What are they simulating? People that are on fire? Like, obviously don't give someone who's on fire a hug unless you're, you know, like, so sopping wet that you think you might be able to help. No! Even then, though, I don't think the water buff works like that IRL. I think if you were literally completely saturated with water and you hugged a person completely burning alive, I don't know. What would happen? You're running hella fast into them, to be fair? Yeah, no, I'm always doing it wrong. Reversing psychology engagement bait. Don't respond by not responding to that. Yep, yep, yep. Repelling cape, TBH? What the hell's a repelling cape? First one been discouraged type of message. Oh, Stripe, I was just kidding, buddy. Stripe, I was just kidding, buddy. Come on, you guys get to make me feel bad all the time. I try to make you feel bad. Now, oh, come on. All right. Take me over. UK, there's contact damage. I feel like I didn't know the joke about people in London stabbing each other all the time. I guess I knew about Jack the Ripper. But I feel like y'all have referenced a bunch of times how, like, if you go to London, you just get stabbed. I didn't know that was a thing. Turns out making each other feel bad just made a depressing cesspool. Yeah, what are you gonna do? That's the internet, baby. But at the end of the day, chat's not gonna stop making me feel bad, Beefy. So unfortunately, you know, I gotta fight fire with fire. No guns, so knives instead. Gotcha. Cities in general, they got swords too. That's cool. We fuck with swords. I guess not when you're being stabbed with them or whatever, but in general, I fuck with swords. All right. Here we go. Be painful to fuck with the sword? Yeah, well, obviously, I mean fuck with in the colloquial sense. I don't mean in the sense of, like, have sex with the sword. But you can have sex with the sword in hand in a way that's hot, I think. I feel like there are some people that probably can only come when there are blades held to their throat. So for them, a sword in the bedroom is not only, like, a preference, but a necessity. Life's got lots of wrinkles, man. Just like a sack full of balls. Everyone have thorns in Birmingham? Yeah, everyone has retaliation damage in the UK. Ow. everything hurts. Hey, a chest. Me when I say when I roll over in the middle of the night and Leah's boobs are in my face. Always a good surprise. I do love a retaliation build. There's something about any game where when you hit stuff, it hits you. I want it when you hit me, I hit you, you know? It's got to go both ways. Yep. It's there every time, man. You say you can't aim, bestie? I'm doing all right at aiming. In Birmingham, you have to roll a natural 20 to do an intelligence check to see if they're understandable when you aren't from Birmingham. I don't know, Aga. I've watched a lot of stuff with heavy UK accents at this point, and I think y'all are sniffing your own farts a little bit. The accents can absolutely be thick. They can absolutely be thick, but nobody loves joking more about not understandable accents than British people. It's like the whole meme about how like people from New York love to talk about bodegas. People from New York City, that's British people with not understandable accents. And if you just watch like, you know, 4 seasons of Bake Off and half of Downton Abbey, you're kind of covered. True heaviest don't make it to TV content because they aren't understandable. I've seen the ones that like aren't understandable though. Remember that one time we watched that Steeplejack and everyone was like, oh my god, what was he saying? And it's like, I can fucking understand him fine, bro. And when it's literally like a joke in a thing, like in Hot Fuzz when they're talking to the guy and he literally cannot be understood, you know? Can you use my YouTube feed? Feels like once a month something has went wild with a katana. That's crazy. All right, here we go. All right, almost to the beach. Jack exactly was nothing. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, Aga. I know there's some people that are totally unintelligible. I know. It like most stereotypes, it comes from truth. Just like in New York City, bodegas are convenient. You know? Okay. By the time I got here, I have so much crap already, man. Leave it all in a chest right here. Just equip our water breathing shit. That fart in a tube sound effect? What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, the bubbles. Oh my god, that damage is bad. What the fuck? No. Stay away from the boobles if we can. We probably want to pull up the geysers that are making them. See that guy right there? Oh, no. What was it? Shit. Oh, no, it was a bubble. Yeah. Where are they coming from? See, like, what the fuck? They literally just come out of the ground. No. Dude, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I actually don't know. I actually don't know. Don't tell me, but this just is not making sense to me. Is it just the water just hurts me? It's just because the water's sulfuric, maybe? I'm out of it now. Crunch, you playing with your screen turned off by any chance? All right, chat. Let's take 10 minutes. Let's take 10 minutes right there. It is 5:01. It is 5:01. Hope y'all are enjoying the stream so far. If you are watching here on Twitch, hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back at 5:12. Stick around if you're enjoying the stream. We'll be right back.